may have been yesterday, all these days morph into one, it feels like a lifetime, about a particular clip on the tape that you refer to that demonstrated that you were in fact threatened. Now, you haven't been able to produce that. Why not?
No, I have explained. You may take, you may not take the explanation. General Mkhwanazi had a conversation with Chief of Staff on the 2nd of January. And one of the things they spoke about was to say that if Minister is clean while he was Premier and so on, so he can go on with the directives.
I know what he said. I want to know why you can't identify where it is on the tape so that we can hear it.
No, at that time, he had not started recording. He only started when they continued with the conversation in other days, like on the 3rd, on the 4th, and on the 5th, but not on the 2nd.
Thank you, Chair. I'm done.
There is something that you must clarify, Honorable Minister, because you now say that at the time the recording happened, the part that the Honorable Member Breitenbach is asking you about was not recorded. And on Friday, you made us to play that record and say on the record there is a part that you want us to hear. Which statement do we take? Do we go back to our statement that the extract that you wanted us to hear is not there? Can we just bury it like that to say the extract that you wanted us to hear is not there, so that we stop making reference to this evidence which has not appeared before us? Can we just bury it that way?
Yeah, it is not there.
Thank you so much. Honorable Nomvalo.
No, just a follow-up question, Chair, on that question that we have just asked. When did the Minister learn that it's not there? When did he learn that the part that we advised him to bring today is not there? Did you learn after you made a promise to the committee that you will bring it? And if you learned after, does that mean you were misled? You were made to understand that it is there.
I only got to know that it is not there after. Now, whether you were misled or not.
No, Minister, let's leave it there. The extract in question, if there was an intention that it must form part of the documents presented or the materials presented before the committee, unfortunately, it cannot be because it is not available. And in this way, I think, like it's your statement that let's bury the matter. That evidence is not before the committee. Is that adequate?
Chair, I would say now it is adequate and it will come. Somebody will ask a question and I'll need to explain, as I did last time, that that evidence is not there except in reference.
Thank you.
That's all.
Yeah. I see Honorable Malema, Honorable Samkwena, do you still want to speak? Let me take Honorable Malema and then you will be the last Honorable Samkwena.
No, Chair. We have to close it properly if you are saying we're going to close this part. The Minister either must accept that he was misleading the House, or he honestly thought that thing was there. That's why he committed that in the next, I'm the one who said, in the next meeting, just come with that part. And he said, no problem, we'll come with it. But how do you say you will come with a part you never had? because he was making us to play something he never had. So had we not insisted on that part being brought, this house would have been misled. Either he was doing it deliberately, and if he was not doing it deliberately, he has to apologize to the people of South Africa, who sat in anticipation that a minister who has taken an oath, and even not just an oath, also took an oath in this house to tell nothing else but the truth. If he made a mistake, he must say to the people of South Africa, I apologize, I made an error of judgment, it's not there, this issue is not there. Unless he was deliberately misleading us. But if you have made an honest mistake, you have to apologize. And I insist that he has to apologize if he made an honest mistake. People have left what they were doing, waiting to come and hear a part where a general is threatening a minister. That's not a serious, it's not a simple allegation to be made and just leave it like that. That allegation was made, now there is an acceptance, there is no evidence to that effect. I was actually misled and I therefore apologize. That is what we insist on, Honorable Chair, for this matter to be closed.
Thank you, Honorable Sangweni.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. I think mine was going to be to seek clarity from the Minister on what is not there. So is it the recording that the Minister says is not there, or is it the threat that the Minister says is not there? And Chair, I'm asking this because I don't want us to leave here with an impression that the Minister has withdrawn his testimony that General Mkhwanazi threatened him, if that is not what the Minister is doing. So if we can just separate the two things. And then secondly, I also want us to be consistent, Chair. There's a lot of things that people came here and they have said, and we did not demand evidence of it in recordings or any other format. Now, the unfortunate part is that the Minister volunteered a recording, which is now the issue. We've been listening to people talking about Tupac songs and sending this and sending that, and we never demanded recordings of those issues. So I want us to be fair to the Minister. Now, if we can get clarity that is the Minister withdrawing his testimony that he was threatened by General Mkhwanazi, which is different from the recording is not there. And that's a different matter that I think we can close. Thank you very much, Chair.
Honorable Shongwe.
No, Chair. Partially, I disagree, Chair. I think, Chair, borrowing from the words of Ubabu General Usbeya, ukuthi Mkhwanazi ukhuluma into angayazi, is the chance ukuthi uMinister ukhuluma into angayazi makathi kukhona i-voice note. And when you say kukhona i-voice note, ukhuluma ngento elalelile wayizwa ukuthi ngiyizwile i-voice note. So I don't think it will be acceptable kimi for Minister to say, I withdraw, I wasn't sure ukuthi ikhona or ayikho. He must speak into iqiniso la ukuthi ube izwile yini or ukhuluma into engekho ayicabangile. And number two, what does it say ngecredibility yakababa uNkabinde? What if uNkabinde umtafulile umshayashayile lapho, Chair? So I think asingayenzi belula, Chair, and sisebenze ngo-withdraw, I withdraw that. No. Akavuma ukuthi ngiqamba amanga la. Chair, what's the right word for amanga? Parliamentary word? For lying. Lying. Misleading.
Inaccurate.
The accurate word for parliamentary word?
Inaccurate.
Oh, I engage the sentence. But again, Chair, just that one. The Minister must be on record saying, bengikhuluma into engekho. Because if we take on record, we are uluzwile, Chair. Thank you.
Okay.
On a point of
Honorable
order,
Malema.
Chair. We're not asking new questions. We're sitting on the topic you are talking about. And the topic is the recording. It's not whether the Minister is withdrawing the threat or not. So once you are on this point of recording and then you say, you Minister must, you're introducing a new subject. We are saying Minister committed to bring a recording. Minister didn't commit to bring whether he's being threatened or not. He promised to bring a recording and the recording is not there. That's what that's what Honorable Dlinis was asking about, and that's what we are following up on the recording.
No, let me remind you, honorable members, this is what happened on Friday. When the recording was played, the honorable minister placed a statement that there is a part that is missing in the recording. And so he would have wanted us to hear that part. And so the minister made a commitment that the part will be made available. And when we resumed this morning, we gave a report that we have made a follow-up through our secretariat with the minister and his team. And the extract that he himself would have wanted us to hear is not there on that recording. And during the proceedings, the minister have admitted that that part is not there. And that is why my view is that we must desist from asking him questions on that evidence, because we will not get it. It is not there. He has confirmed before this committee. And the part that Honorable Member Malema is saying is that, Minister, because you, Honorable Minister, because you made a commitment, you might have made an honest mistake that you committed to bring that extract, hoping that you will have it readily available. And it's not something that you can be crucified for. If that thing is not available, you just say, look, I was under impression that it is available, and it is not available, and for that I want to apologize. Then we bury the matter. You don't appear before this committee as a suspect. You appear before this committee as a citizen who will help us to deal with whatever difficulties we are facing in the South African police services. And I think that is how we should proceed. If that extract is not available and you honestly believe that it will be there, it is not there. Where I come from, Baro Posho, it's a Mayalamakatish, you know, when you operate a machine, you may end up making a mistake, because the machine is not a human being. Once you press on, the machine will run. It will not say to you, but you want me to make a mistake.
Point of order, Chair. Aye, kahle, Chair, kahle, Chair. Please, Chair, siyacela. Mo tswang teng, ba o botsa straight hore ntho e bolelang ha eyo. Minister, we say, ikhona a voice note. There's a part I want you to hear, which I don't get now. If it was a song, you would say, this song, iqala la, khona la imnandi khona, angiyitholi that part. He said it that way, sir. He didn't say, I'm not sure whether it was a voice note or they told me. Said in this voice note, there's a part I want you to hear. So, and Chair, again, under oath, he said that, under oath. It's not a soft thing that you can just downplay as if, no, here, you're not coming as a victim or suspect or what. Chair, whatever he says here is under oath. La Chair, South Africans are lalele. Exila manunu abono babu pegicel. South Africans. So let's not downplay it, Chair. Uthe ubabi khona. Sicela leyo voice note or asitshela ukuthi qhaqamba manga. Sidlule. Simple as that.
Honorable Skosana.
Ngikuthokoze mgcini sihlalo. Ngibawa ukuthi nami ngifake lami lokuthi ungqongqotshe uye watsho ukuthi kunento nasiya ngaphakathi inunu le ebefanele silalele mara into le ngaphela lula njengoba umlingani ayithomile ngapha honorable Malema he ask a simple question ukuthi indaba le ayikwazi ukuthi ingafelela angakavuma ukuthi bekaleya mhlambe misleadile axolise ngokomthetho ngoba is under oath as I said earlier ukuthi akhumbule ukuthi u under oath mara singaphumi la singanagama elazekelayo ukuthi uyasararanisa nje asazi ukuthi sikuphi akafuna ukuvuma mara ke ukuxolisa ngicabanga ukuthi kungaba into ekarako ingasikara into leyo ukuthi use man uthi Mathela Bambalala ngiyabawa ukuthi man ngenza iphoso kukuleya indaba yokuthi into le ikhona yokuthi ngithuselwe ngoba indaba yokuthuselwa silalele sonke la ayikho.
Yeah,
Ayikho.
no, honorable member.
Ngiyathokoza.
We may be saying one thing in many ways. It's for the minister. You know, the request that has been made by the honorable member is for the minister to say if he made an honest mistake or he has not made a mistake. It's not a matter for us to debate. If he made a mistake, he will say it here to say, look, that was a mistake. I apologize. Or it was not a mistake. It's just that I can't find the evidence, but I have it and I won't apologize for that. So let's give him a chance so that we deal with the matter once and for all. Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much, Chair. I believe I made an honest mistake. I was under the impression that that part that I spoke about was actually there, and it was part of what was sent here. Then I make follow-up after making an undertaking, and it becomes clear that no, recording had not started when this part was discussed among them. And therefore, I made that mistake and I apologize.
Thank you so much. That is acceptable, Minister, and there is nothing that will take any quality away from you. Thank you so much.
You haven't addressed my question.
Oh, yes.
The question that I
And
had
the
put,
second question that
Yes.
you
I understand the
raised,
mistake
honorable
about the
member.
recording, Chair.
Yeah, let
right?
me allow you to restate it.
Thank you. I understand the mistake about the recording, which I think the apology from the minister is accepted. But I just want to confirm whether the minister is therefore withdrawing the fact that there were threats that were made to him.
On a point of order, Chair. On a
That's
point
my
of order.
question. Why would there be a point
No,
of order?
on a
my
point of
question?
order.
No, it's fine.
Chair,
Let's take the point
Chair,
of order.
we are taking rotation here. The ANC will have its own chance. All of us, we spoke on a point that was raised by honorable member. As a follow-up, or we're seeking clarity on that point, which was raised during the DA's 10. It's still the DA's 10. So when you now leave the DA's question and come up with something else, you are allocating ANC an extra time on this question. They are still going to have a chance to ask questions.
No, I'm going back to the DA.
No, Chair, but Honorable Malema is out of order. He's been seeking clarity. I'm seeking clarity.
Honorable
On the same matter.
Honorable Sangon, let's do it this way. You have asked a question, isn't it? And we must give the minister a chance to respond to the question. That point of order, honorable member, is not sustained. Minister, did you hear the question? The two questions are based on the recording.
Very clear.
Yeah, the first question you answered, you apologize, that is accepted. And then the second question is whether you withdraw the statement that there were threats.
No, what I'm withdrawing is that I have not been able to provide the recording, but the threat,
No.
the threat remains
Okay.
as told to me by Chief of Staff. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Klopper, let me start by apologizing to you for the delays. And I just hope that it has not affected your chain of thought. Can you take a deep breath, and I see that you are ready to.
Thank you, Chairperson. I'm not affected at all.